Hello everybody, how are you going? And welcome back to Bloons Tower Defence 6, where I want to be checking out what has the community cooked up over the last little while in the form of maps, and so I guess it's just like always going to be the first one that really catches my eye. Well then, this one was certainly eye-catching, but it also came with a bit of a twist, so to say, as many twists as there are in this entire Chinese knot, I believe is the name of the entire map, but it also had the twist of only having primary monkeys, and so I don't know how difficult, easy, or anything it's going to be, but I also don't know how this entire path is going to work, as it looks like it could split up a lot, and there could be even more paths than I'm expecting, but either way, sort of right at the start, there at least should be able to cover me for a lot of it. Speaking of, now just hitting round 10 certainly proves that fact, and so who do I want to be going for next, as the balloons are, I wouldn't say getting through, but I'm also yet to know exactly how this entire track is going. Oh, okay then, I just expected them to be going straight through, and that's why I was wondering why there was so much extra track, but no, they do just cruise around and then cruise on back to her. In that case then, how do I want to be playing this? As I feel like, honestly, tacks everywhere, maybe ice tacks everywhere, or boomerangs on the curves. Honestly, there's really just like the primary towers that make sense to be having them, because the boomerangs can do all the curves and Iceland, the attack can just go crazy. But as sort of just said, now we are talking as we're just absolutely on a roll, as nothing is getting through that little apex there. The attacks are breaking them down, and Sorter is breaking them down even more. I now have almost $4,000 as well, and I guess I could put some ice and boomerangs in there, or maybe, I'm even wondering, do I just go bomb shooter? Just for its range, I can go one there, one here, and, oh, actually, maybe I'll do it right this second. Here we go, one there, one here, and oh, they went straight through. So I'll put sort of stability down just to be saving myself, but I also don't get it. So some paths seem way shorter than others, and so it's a bit hard to trace exactly what is going on, but definitely some are way faster. So I'm going to go and invest in some ice as well. I've got 5 grand, sadly no banana farms, but once I just get some frag, because I have the money, everything is really just ready for me. That is not what I wanted at all, and then now with everybody in place, surely this has to be working better, as it was the zebras and the leads that were getting through. I am a little bit worried about camos though, as there's not too many things that can actually see camos, so I'm wondering, can I... it's probably just going to be an ice shards moment, I think, and I can basically afford it right then and there. Considering how many leads are starting to come out, I'm just wondering, is it better off if I just get a bomb shooter there, or do I just go a hot shots there as well and just double up for these guys? As if I was to get embrittlement, which I can afford for both of them, that would be very nasty long term. Actually, that is 39 or 40, so in terms of Moab power, I kind of feel like I should be alright, but a recursive cluster, I do believe, kind of shreds it. But I think also just embrittlement does shred it as well. So I'm just going to grab that, and I can chuck my glue gunner down for the sake of it because it's free. And let's just see how far this guy goes. Wow, that was very fast. As soon as that embrittlement kicked in, it was gone. But let's just see, how does this entire map progress? As I feel like I just still don't fully understand how the balloons go round. Well, things have certainly progressed, and I have seen briefly, because of a whole bundle of camos, how the balloons do get through, but I still haven't seen them on each path, as they did go for the big loop around. And I mean, it's just because of the start here. I don't know exactly how they go. It feels like this inner kind of V here is the short path, but how does it all split out? As the other one just seems so stupidly long, like it goes round and round and round and round from what I've seen, and I don't really know where it stops, and I guess that's the beauty of the map, and that is why I chose it, in terms of that's why it's so eye-catching. But man, do some of these balloons just have a very easy trek, and some of them are on a long journey. I mean, I guess to be fair, there are still a couple of monkeys that out of this limited amount that I have not got yet, and so I'm thinking that I might just go ahead and get a bundle of dart monkeys and just take them up to... I mean, I can't get them all to crossbow master, but even just a sharpshooter with enhanced eyesight does do a decent amount of damage, and that's what I'm really worried about long term. It's just how to do damage to these DDTs, and that's what I'm curious about. You need to get out of the way though, as surely I can fit more than one in these squares. And to be fair, dart monkeys are just so cheap to get all the way to a tier 4 that I might as well just get a crossbow master, and I'm wondering, do I have the ability to get 2 of them perhaps? I mean, I'll grab it and then just see if I can get... No, I can't get another one. That is a shame, and I believe I just need to be getting that eventually, but this guy's just going to go on an absolute rampage, and at least it is a lot more damage in the form of camo departments. That's truly what I was worried about. Oh, but here we go. This is the round that I've been waiting for. How is it going to... Wow, that just absolutely blew through them, and I guess they did get fairly caught up in maybe the crossbow master, or I'm not really sure what happened there, but it was very effective. So we'll see maybe if a bigger group comes out around well, I guess all these 90 rounds, we'll see how the entire system here fares. It's very, very symmetrical on a very, very symmetrical map. Oh man, those DDTs somehow just get absolutely melted, and I would love to know exactly what is doing that. Is it the embrittlement? Is it sorta? Is it the tax? What is it? But how are they even seeing it? Maybe it's the Ring of Fire? I have no idea, but that is, for these towers, for Primary Monkey, for that speed, that is quick in my books. But then, hey, I guess actually, to be fair, I might as well just go ahead and make the entire thing complete, get at least one of every single tower that we've got on here, or one of every single monkey over on the right side. And so, let me just use the ability before the balloons get too far. That is a big bank, and I just am just a little bit scared as it's still unknown. But who do I want to be getting? I could get a Glaive Lord for this kind of area, but honestly, oh man, they're scary. But honestly, I'm just wondering, do I just get Moab presses for these two little wings over here? And then, oh wow, especially on round 100, I think that is going to be what I do. So Kylie Boomerang, Moab press. Faster throwing, I can never remember, but I didn't even get that far as those DDTs are on the short path, and that is exactly what they took. My goodness, the Monkey Star, of course, the Bloon Solver just going absolutely mental in the middle there, just taking out all the big balloons. But for a very symmetrical map, it's difficult to know exactly what's what. It's not all even. You can be symmetrical but uneven, I guess. Just like last time, I found the one that caught my eye in this big old pyramid in the middle of the sky, or is it the water? Just, okay, it is the sky, caught my eye for sure. And so where can I even be placing things? I guess, is it there? What happens to the balloons? Can I go, okay, I can go in a few random spots, but who is going to be working? Can I get a sniper? Can they see things? Okay, at least there is nothing in the way. So I have plenty of options, and I think I'm going to start out by sort of there, and that should cover me for a little while, and then we'll just see how we go from there. Oh, that red balloon hopefully can get attacked once it comes back around. Yes, okay, at least she can see everything I needed to, and that will cover me at least. Oh, but this is absolutely going to be a map for the Druid, just considering how particular all these pathing is, where you don't have much room where everything can see everything, and not much room to be putting anything down. So if I just put a Druid, I mean, I can put it anywhere, really. I can fit it up the top, I thought, but I guess not. So if it can just go straight in the middle, considering it has decent range, and I can go Hard Thorns, and then Thorn Swarm, Heart of Oak, and just go all the way up to Druid of the Jungle, and then it's got everything it could ever need. Will I be able to afford Druid of the Jungle by round 11 or at round 11? Come on, I mean, there's a whole bundle of balloons, and I believe now, yes, I will be able to afford it, definitely. Oh, Heart of Thunder is there, but Druid of the Jungle is the one I want, just to hold everyone at bay. Look at that. It's just so good, and I'm interested to see how it works, how it chooses to just jump around. Oh yeah, but that's right, there are camo balloons that are going to be coming out at some point. I mean, I guess right about now, so I'm going to grab Heart of Thunder with this guy, and then deal with the entire camo situation, which I could, I guess, go Ninja or Village. I mean, I don't believe that the Village will fit anywhere, sadly, just because it's so skinny up on these little pyramids here, or up on these little platforms. So Heli, Monkey Ace, like I said, even just a Dragon's Breath for a Wizard Monkey honestly might not be the worst shout, as it can just see everything and burn everything. Now that I can also get Dragon's Breath, that is definitely going to make a nice dent in the side of the mob that's going to be coming out in a couple of rounds from now. I mean, I'm still going to be making a few thousand, maybe even 10 grand before then, but I don't really think that I would need it. I mean, maybe I'll just honestly get a bit of Jungle's Bounty just to be playing it on the safe side on this pyramid scheme. Come on now, give me that Jungle's Bounty. I guess I should give it to the first guy just to keep it all nice and even. And then now that there is 3 vines on the screen and I'm getting lives and there are only 1 round away from just encountering this mob, I guess I don't know exactly what path it is going to be coming out, but everyone can see everything they need to, and I'm not worried. I can use Sorter's ability and it should just all burn it to the ground, and it even came out the long path. Look at that. Wow, between the Dragon's Breath and Sorter just slicing and dicing, but then as soon as it popped, the vines just jumped on it. Oh, that's right, but also a little bit of purple balloons coming out then. Well, maybe it's time for my friend Mr. Ice Spike to come and play. Oh, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to fit it because of the kind of horrible sort of placement that just had to be done because of their coverage. But now that if I go all the way up to, because I made so much money in Brittleman, I guess, and then also just clean up this middle path as well, I think the Ice Monkey should definitely help out in that department, especially if I just get my money's worth out of my Druid. Oh, come on, Mr. Ice Monkey. I guess I'm just going to need another one of you, aren't I? Or maybe just another few. I don't know why you're not fitting. Here we go. One there, and if I can fit it up here, I'll put them everywhere. Why not? Because hopefully then their tick rate just allows them to not be just going at the same time and actually hit everything I need to, so I don't have just purple balloons and everyone else sneaking through. I mean, it was only around 50-ish and the purple balloons were going through. That's not the best sign. I mean, I could go ahead and get, I guess, a flying fortress in probably 10 rounds. I could, or not a flying fortress, just a spectre, but over the next few rounds with the druids just using their abilities as much as possible, I would think that I would be able to save up the 25 or-ish grand it is. Maybe though, I just kind of take to the skies in the form of a phoenix instead. I mean, it's not always up, but they do also get a little bit more powerful, and I haven't seen them in a little while, so here we go. Let me just go Phoenix instead, give some more firepower to the screen literally, and oh man, these Moabs at only round 57 aren't going to know what hits them. But what do I want to be doing with my almost $2,000 now, as this map is kind of so compacted that I'm almost thinking that a Spirit of the Forest would be able to do major damage. I mean, I know that it can do major damage regardless, but in this kind of configuration, I've got the Phoenix power, and I've also got the ice and everything like that, so I could do super brittle, but it just doesn't feel like anything like that is really worthwhile, as no one's really covering everything, not like the druids do at least. So, you know what, 4 grand from now, almost 3 grand from now, it'll be sweet. I'll do it, and we'll see how we go. Hopefully though, they can then just do enough damage to the DDTs and everyone else that is going to be coming out, as I believe they can damage it, they just can't see it. Oh, I don't know how that works. I just am blanking on it. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. There we go. Spirit of the Forest just happened to be the first guy, and just like that, everyone just disappears, but not the vines, that is for sure. Look at these vines just slowly growing all over the place, and it's, I guess, interesting to see then, as it's clad. It's like the path has actually got things placed on top of it, and that is half the thing that I'm always impressed about with these maps. It's one thing to kind of design a map and the path in your mind, but it's 2 things to actually be able to execute the design with the, from what I've seen, fairly limited tools and color schemes and everything else that people have on hand. And so well done to everyone that can do anything like this, as yes, not all of them are crazy, but some of them are very well made and very insane, and just by using kind of almost tricks of the trade. But whoa, I hadn't even realized that it was past round 90. I was sitting here kind of waiting for the DDTs, and then I thought I might have seen something, and then I looked up and it was round 92, so I don't know what happened to round 90, but that was just gone in an instant. And look, again, those DDTs that just came out, they were gone. And so the druid is either very good, or I don't know who else is doing all this damage. I mean, I do have this crossbow master doing a decent amount, but is it that much? Oh, this poor fellow, I just got Cripple Moab right in time for him, and I didn't even realize. I mean, I knew it was going to be coming up soon, but it was literally as soon as I bought it, he popped out his face, and he did not last long. Look at that. There is certainly a decent amount of firepower on the screen, and they had certainly also crammed into a nice, powerful pyramid. And so now I'm curious to see, how far is this really going to go? I almost didn't expect it to go this far, just based on how I placed sort of from the start, but it's going alright. It's going alright. It's just like I said, maybe the speed of things eventually will just suddenly be gone and through in an instant. I mean, I guess this could be the round. If they get too far through, I can send up the Moabs, not the Moabs, the Phoenixes, just to be doing some extra damage. But these guys are, I think this third bad will get through, as those DDTs are just going to be too fast, unless the other ones, no, come on. I mean, I can use the abilities I've got, but oh my goodness, I think sorta saved me in that department, because those were going flying like the other ones did, but they all just got stalled like crazy. Still though, as soon as you get a bank of more than 5 or so, those DDTs are going to go through. Oh, are they going to do it? Are they going to push through? It doesn't look like they can. It doesn't look like they, 1, have the speed, but 2, have the strength. I can just do too much damage to them, and that is 1,000 lives, so I think I could take a whole DDT through. Oh, they are going, oh my goodness, all of a sudden, speak of the devils, literally in the same sentence I said I could take it, and then they kind of proved that I couldn't. Was it 1? It's 1100 because it's also fortified, and there's a couple of other things in there as well, but man, that was doing very well until I spoke too soon, but I was still surprised that it did well at all. For the final one that caught my eye, it couldn't be anything else, could it? Look at this. Once again, so well made in terms of from design to execution. I would love to know how you go about just making that little face in there. And let's just see, how does this entire thing work? We've got a little bit of, actually it looks like quite a long path going all the way around the tree. So sort of can just live on this corner as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I guess in terms of Minecraft stuff, I might as well, yes, look, I was going to say, can I fit any boats in the harbor, in the water or anything like that? And I can, but only, not up near the moon, but up near the top. I guess it's just allowing you to hit them anywhere you really need, which is pretty nice. And you can break your boat and get the materials back. What else would possibly be around? I mean, I guess a TNT cannon to some degrees. So I think I am just going to be going back to my good old trusty monkey buccaneer. I will put you down to start the grape shot, hot shot, long range crow's nest, monkey pirates, everything like that, and we will be sweet. Sorta just must have some diamond swords or something, because every single balloon that comes out doesn't get very far at all, and I haven't even used her ability once. I'm gonna guess for the leads I will definitely have to do it, but I can just do it. It's that easy. She is so well rounded, and I'm just making so much money, but I guess I should probably just look at getting monkey pirates sometime soon. Oh, and actually, as much as it does feel like it's a waste, especially as I'm about to go to round 40, I just have to take it off auto start, I just feel like I have to get a village. There is just a deep-rooted part of me that just goes, you must get it, because you want a few things from it, but not everything from it. You don't need every last hay bale just to fill up your entire inventory. And so maybe if I just get a little bit of grow blocker, a little bit of radar scanner, a little bit of bigger radius and juggle drums just to help every single one out, even some primary training just to give some more pierce to that guy. And I think that's all the money I'm going to be having. Wow. No, it's literally all the money to the dollar that I'm going to be having, and so I'm not too worried about this at all. I can always just do that and finish it all off, but I reckon I would have been fine regardless. But come on now, surely this entire thing can just go far just using Minecraft towers in BTD6. Honestly, it has just been so many rounds now. I guess basically double, going from round 40 to round 79, because the primary towers down the front have just been doing such an insane job. I mean, yes, I've boosted them like crazy. Yes, I've been putting a bit of money into them, but it makes you question why you need anything else when you just see the amount of power and the speed in which they are taking those balloons out right as they come out the gate. Honestly, if you need anything else, I would be surprised. I mean, eventually, yeah, but at the same time, no. Like, yeah, but no. Especially when I go ahead and add now the tax zone. That's just more craziness that goes down there, and I don't even have a glue gunner. You know, if I was just to go through and put all of these primary towers down, they can do some pretty serious damage. And so glue gunner, no. I've got a boomerang monkey, I don't need another one, but a glue gunner down the front with all the power of the pierce and everything like that, you best believe this guy's going to be going crazy. For a second there, I heard the DDTs and I was just going, oh, maybe they're going to be getting through, do I have to be worrying? And then I went, no. The village just and everyone else there covers everything. There is nothing that can immediately get through. I don't believe. I mean, I guess I don't have an MIB, so maybe there's something, but I think I've got every base covered possible just with primary towers. I mean, the monkey pirates is over there, but it's got probably the lowest pop count of anyone. Maybe this round 100 bad will give them a bit of a hard time, considering... No, it won't. I mean, I wasn't particularly threatened, but I was wondering if the DDT spawned far enough through, or more so if the bad got far enough through that the DDT spawned after everyone, then I'd have a few problems. There's no one but the monkey pirates to back it up, and the monkey pirates is excellent bang for buck, but it's not that good. Which round is it going to be where the primary towers down the front there just cannot hold on any longer? They're all tier 5s. I've got 65 grand now, and there's nothing else I can really do about it. They basically got through, and I think the monkey pirates just took it out. Oh, they're so close. Oh, look at that. I think it might be even just the primary expertise is just breaking through the last little bit. But surely it's got to be any minute now. Honestly, I would be surprised if I got past around 115, and then it really just needs that one big block. Show me the block. Where is it? They're just coming out in little waves. Come on. You know you want to. Just one little bit at a time. Doesn't work. You need to just be spamming it. Look, I've got abilities at my disposal still. You need to be taking them off me at least. Oh, there was just a whole block there, but they just got taken out. Oh, is this one another one? It is going to be another one, and that will be that around 118. I just had to leave it be because I wanted to know how powerful all the primaries are really going to be in their true form. I mean, in their fully powered up form, all tier 5s, everything just maxed out with a little bit of a spicy alchemist as well. And so even though they aren't all primary towers, it's just staying true to the roots and the core of Minecraft, keeping it simple if you want it simple, or keeping it crazy if you want it crazy. You've got everything else in between, and you really can play around. And in that regard, that's where I just love these creative maps, is when you do let someone's creativity run free. And as much as I've said that some of them are simple, some of them are crazy, but when you do let the creativity run free, even with the simple building blocks of Minecraft or BTD6, people make some pretty cool stuff.